As you know, your former chancellor, who had done a wonderful job, left for another university, and it typically takes about a year to search and find a replacement to the chancellor. So the president of the system called me and asked me if I wanted to be the interim chancellor here, because in part your campus takes international issues, education abroad very seriously, and so he thought there might be a match. And I was very interested. I had heard about the campus. I knew the reputation of the campus in different areas. I come from the liberal arts. My tenure home is in the Department of French and Italian. I have a joint appointment with the School of Business. I came to Wisconsin in 1982, so it's 30 years. And I came to Wisconsin as an exchange lecturer from my university in France, which is the University Aix-en-Provence in the south of France. I thought I was going to stay in Wisconsin for 1 year. It's been 30 years. So it was an adjustment when I came to Wisconsin, because Wisconsin was like, the North Pole. I had never lived in temperatures so cold. Probably the lakes, I think, particularly at this time of year, is very, very appealing. But you have the river here, and I have not tubed yet, but we're debating with the family whether we should go tubing just to get this experience. Also, what's very appealing about this campus is, I think this is a campus that has a plan for itself moving forward. You have a strategic plan, you have a goal to reach a number of these priorities by 2016. You have a capital campaign to get additional private money in the works. So I think that the campus is really well organized and moving forward, and I find that for me that's very attractive, because I see my role as maybe facilitating, listening to some of these great projects, saying how can I help these projects, how can I seed this project, how can I lower the barriers to the obstacles to make these projects move forward. What I find interesting here is that while this is an undergraduate liberal arts university, the research mission has been integrated into undergraduate education, and I find that a very dynamic feature. And I've heard from alumni that those research projects were sometimes the key for them to excellent graduate school, to medical school, to graduate school around the country. So the other thing which attracted me to Eau Claire was the fact that you have a very strong commitment to liberal arts. You also have some excellent professional schools, and I've always found this combination to be really productive. And look, I'm concerned too about the job aspect after graduation. I think we have to enhance. Our career service does a wonderful job. We have to enhance the capability to reach to organizations that are looking for talented people. One of the goals that I want to really encourage, support, and even go past the actual goal is to see how we can have more students participate in education abroad, be it study abroad, internships, service learning, all kinds of research abroad, because I think once they go, and even if they go for 3-6 weeks, something clicks, which I think then is transferable from when they come here. And even if you are going to be a teacher working just a few miles from here, the population of children that we have is changing. And so I think if you have been abroad, if you've been in an environment where you are basically the minority, where you are, when it's different points of view, so you think you can communicate, but sometimes it's not about the language, it's about how people think. Having done that, I think would be a great help to our students as they move, and I think it will help diversify the region as well. I'd say to them, if you want a first-rate undergraduate education, and not only just a first-rate in terms of the knowledge that you're going to acquire, but also the connection that you're going to make with faculty and other students, this is the place to come. because this place has a lot of experience, and it's really transformative. That's the part that I've heard the most from alumni. When I ask them about their time at Eau Claire, it's great, changed my life.